There's a motel off the highway where the curtains never closed. I remember us laughing there with nowhere else to go. You wore my shirt to sleep in. I wore a careless smile. We were already cracking, but we called it being tired. You watched rain on the window. I watched the late night screen. You said, do you ever feel lonely, even lying next to me? I made some little joke then. You turned away inside. I thought the moment passed us, but it stayed there all my life. There was the last room with us in it, and I didn't even know love was packing up beside me, moving quiet, moving slow. I said, we'll be alright. We were fading. I said, come back to bed. That was the last room with us in it, before the leaving had a name. Come on. Come on. I drove past that place last Sunday. Didn't mean to stop the car, but the sign was still half broken, still buzzing in the dark. Room 12 had new curtains, same stain near the door. I stood outside like a stranger to who we were before. Maybe some endings don't arrive, they just move into the walls, sit quietly in corners till somebody finally calls. Maybe you asked me for the truth in that room beside the rain, and I answered with a silence I can still hear today. That was the last room with us in it, and I didn't even know love was packing up beside me, moving quiet, moving came down like it knew my window. Tap, tap slow on that old cracked pane. I left your cup by the kitchen table, still turned toward mine like nothing changed. Clock on the wall keeps dragging midnight. Coffee gone cold, but I drink it still. There's a coat on the chair I keep meaning to move, but my hands won't listen, and maybe they never will. I used to laugh when you saved every ticket. Movie stubs, bus fares, folded neat. Now I find them hiding in books and pockets, little paper ghosts following me. I told myself I was only cleaning, but I sat on the floor till the morning came, holding one receipt from a rainy Sunday, where your handwriting still spelled my name. Rain still knows your name. It keeps saying it's soft on the glass. I say I moved on, I did. I say I'm alright, I lied, but every drop keeps pulling me back. Love went quiet, but regret got loud. It sits beside me when the lights go down. Rain still knows your name, yeah, and I still answer somehow. That made me brave. Stood by the bin for a minute or two, then brought them back like something to say. I ain't proud of how I hold sorrow, like it's the last warm thing in this place. But some nights pain feels almost familiar, like your hand once did against my face. Maybe I don't miss the whole of us. Maybe I miss who I was beside you. Maybe the rain ain't bringing you back. Maybe it's washing what I still hide from. I blame the weather, blame the years, but I was the one who disappeared. Rain still knows your name, yeah. Keep saying it's soft on the glass. I say I moved on, forgive me. I say I'm alright, I'm not, but every drop keeps dragging the past. Love went quiet, but regret got teeth. It bites down hard when I try to sleep. Rain still knows your name, and I still answer underneath. Morning comes pale on the kitchen floor. Your cup still waiting like before. Maybe tomorrow clothes, back of the drawer, where the dust don't move. You had your hand on my shoulder, eyes half closed. I look like a man who had nothing to prove. Kitchen light yellow, rain on the glass, coffee gone bitter, spoon in the sink. I sat there laughing, then I got quiet fast. Funny how memory don't ask what you think. I remember that jacket, the tear in the sleeve. You said you would mend it, I said later on. Later kept walking farther than me. Now the jacket is here and the hands are gone. I was too proud to say I was scared, too young to know love could run out of time. You waited for words, I left them in there, behind my teeth where they turned into lies. The photograph lied, it said we were fine, smiling like tomorrow was already kind. I said I'd come back, I never did. I said I'd call, I let it ring. Now every old picture knows everything. Oh, nostalgia got sweet hands, but regret got teeth. It holds me close, then it cuts too deep. The photograph lied, the photograph lied, and I've been living in that frame too long tonight. Just to feel strong, held it over the trash for a minute or two, but my hand wouldn't open. I stood there too long, still losing arguments I already knew. So I placed it face down beside my bed, like that could make the past behave. But I saw you anyway, inside my head, wearing that smile I didn't save. Maybe I don't miss the road we were on, maybe I miss the man I could have been. Maybe regret ain't asking for forgiveness, maybe it's learning where silence begins. I kept blaming time, like time was the thief, but I was the one who kept leaving. The photograph lied, and it said we were fine, smiling like love couldn't fall out of line. I said I'd come back, forgive me. I said I'd call, I was wrong. Now your face keeps singing what I buried so long. Oh, nostalgia got sweet hands, but regret got teeth. It kisses my memory, then brings me to my knees. The photograph lied, yeah, the photograph lied, and I've been living in that frame too long tonight. I put it back softly under winter clothes, not ready to lose it, not ready to heal. Some doors stay closed, but everybody knows what's gone can still sit beside you real still. Maybe tomorrow I'll let it see the light, or maybe I'll keep it one more night. The photograph lied, but I remember the truth. I learned the room before my name, 3 cracks above that door. A light kept humming through the wall, like it knew what I was for. Coffee gone cold by the window, 1 chair leaning to the side. I counted pipes and passing trucks just to prove I was alive. The road outside kept breathing, low tides in the rain, and I kept my hope folded small, too scared to call its name. Fear had keys and footsteps, fear had my breath held tight. Fear knew how to say my name and turn daylight into night. But love had dust on the dashboard, 2 oranges in a bag. Your thumb tapped time on the steering wheel while the whole world slipped past. I thought leaving made me free, silence made me strong, but every road I ran toward was just another way of gone. Let the morning come in, let it find me where I stand. I lost more than I can carry, but I still got these hands. Let the road keep rolling, let the rain wash where I've been. I ain't healed, no, I ain't holy, but I let the morning come in, come in. Let it come in. There was a leak in the corner, water falling slow, drop by drop. It broke me down when nobody had to know. I put my hand over my mouth, bent forward to my knees. All the prayers I never trusted came crawling back to me. I did not shout for rescue, I did not rise like flame. I only heard my own heart say, I'm still here by name. Maybe wisdom ain't thunder, maybe grace don't wear white, maybe freedom starts quiet in the middle of the night. Maybe love is still open, though it limps when it arrives. Maybe loss is only weather passing through our lives. I can't go back and save her, that girl counting every scar, but I can drive with the window down carry her this far. Let the morning come in, oh, let it find me where I stand. I lost more than I can carry, but I still got these hands. Let the road keep rolling, let the rain wash where I've been. I ain't healed, no, I ain't holy, but I let the morning come in. Let the morning come in. Through the window, through the pain, through the miles I left behind me, through the names I couldn't say. Come in, I'm still here. Let the road keep rolling till I learn to live again. I stop for gas before empty, I call when I get home. I let the song keep playing now, even when it hurts alone. There is room, there is road, there is light upon my skin. I keep the window open, and let the morning come in. Come in, come in. Come in, come I found your coat in the hall closet, still holding rain from a long time ago. I put my hand in the left side pocket, found a receipt from a place we used to know. Coffee for two, pie on one plate. You signed your name with a heart by mine. I stood there laughing, then I went quiet. Some little papers can bend back time. I used to rush through every goodbye like love was waiting right outside the door. You'd say, stay a minute, I'd say tomorrow. Now tomorrow don't come around no more. There's dust on the frame by the kitchen window. You in that blue dress, me acting strong. I know that smile, I know what came after. I was already leaving before I was gone. Yesterday still wears your coat, hanging there like it's waiting on me. I say I let go, I didn't. I say I made peace, not yet. But old love keeps moving where my hands can't reach. Nostalgia smiles soft, but regret cuts slow. One gives me warmth, one won't let go. Yesterday still wears your coat, yeah. And I still know the shape of what I broke. Called you last last December. Thumb on your name, heart in my throat. But what could I say? After all these years, I kept your coat. That ain't enough. So I sat on the floor by the closet door, let the hallway dark cover my face. No thunder came, no big confession, just a grown man losing to an old mistake. Maybe I don't miss the house we had. Maybe I miss who I was with you. Maybe regret ain't here to punish me. Maybe it's telling me what was true. I thought time would clean the room, but time just learned where I hide the blame. I kept the coat, kept the silence, like both of them still spoke your name. Yesterday, still wears your coat, yeah, hanging there like it's waiting on me. I say I let go, forgive me. I say I made peace, I lied, but your memory still knows where I bleed. Nostalgia smiles soft, but regret cuts deep. One brings your voice, one steals my sleep. Yesterday still wears your coat, and I still feel the shape of what I broke. I put it back on the same old hanger. Didn't fix nothing, didn't let it go. Some nights healing looks like standing still, with both hands open and nothing to show. Maybe tomorrow I'll take it outside, or maybe I'll leave it one more night. Yesterday still wears your coat, and I still wear the blame. Your cup still faces mine on the table, like it never learned you went away. Morning comes through thin white curtains, but it don't know what to say. I wipe the counter, leave that circle where your coffee used to stain. Some small things don't look like sorrow till they start calling your name. I kept your sweater by the back door, said I'd move it when I could, but my hands know more than my mouth does, and they don't think I should. The phone lights up, then goes dark again. Not your name, just another ghost. I talk to silence like it owes me the truth I need and most. I'm still loving what already left me, still reaching where you used to be. I say I'm fine, I'm not. I say I'm free. but your shadow still eats with me. That cup turned toward you every night, like it's waiting on something true. I'm still loving what already left me, and everything still points to you. Tonight I almost turned it over, almost washed your mark away, but the sink looked too much like goodbye, so I let it stay. No thunder came, no holy ending, just my breath caught in my chest. Sometimes heartbreak ain't a falling, it's refusing to get dressed. Maybe love don't leave at once, maybe it fades in little rooms, in cold cups and folded towels, in air still shaped like you. I keep blaming time, but I kept looking away. I'm still loving what already left me, still reaching where you used to be. I say I'm fine, forgive me, I say I'm free, I'm light, but your shadow still eats with me. That cup turned toward you every night, like it knows what I won't do. I'm still loving what already left me, and everything still points to you. Morning cools the coffee, rain gives up the glass. Maybe tomorrow I'll wash it clean, or maybe I'll let it last. That cup still faces you. The bed learned your absence before I did. Your side went cold, then colder still. I kept rolling over, reaching blind, like love was only hiding there. Your pillow kept the shape of leaving, soft in the middle, sunken down. I changed the sheets, then changed them back, couldn't stand that clean sound. I blame the bills, blame the weather, blame the city getting loud, but you stopped humming in the kitchen, and I never asked about. You said I'm tired, I said me too, like we meant the same old thing. You were telling me the ending, I was listening for a ring. The bed learned your absence, and I came late, lying beside a heart already past the gate. I said we were tired, we were dying, I said we had time, I was blind. Now every night spreads wide and empty, every blanket feels like blame. The bed learned your absence first. Now the whole room knows your name. Hair on your pillow, held it like a final thread, a foolish little piece of proof that you once laid in this bed. I should have seen you getting smaller in the corners of your eyes, but I was sleeping next to sorrow, calling it a tired night. Maybe leaving ain't a suitcase, maybe leaving starts inside. When the hand you used to hold stops reaching back at night. I was waiting for a storm, but you were leaving soft. The bed learned your absence and I came late, lying beside a heart already past the gate. I said we were tired, forgive me. I said we had time, I was wrong. Now every night spreads wide and empty, every blanket feels like blame. The bed learned your absence first. Now the whole room knows your name. One lamp left burning, one pillow turned low. Your side got cold first. I was last to know. The bed learned your absence before I did. Your side went cold, then colder still. I kept rolling over, reaching blind, like love was only hiding there. Your pillow kept the shape of leaving, soft in the middle, sunken down. I changed the sheets, then changed them back. Couldn't stand that clean sound. I blame the bills, blame the weather, blame the city getting loud. But you stopped humming in the kitchen, and I never asked about. You said I'm tired, I said me too, like we meant the same old thing. You were telling me the ending, I was listening for a ring. The bed learned your absence and I came late, lying beside a heart already past the gate. I said we were tired, we were dying. I said we had time, I was blind. Now every night spreads wide and empty, every blanket feels like blame. The bed learned your absence first. Now the whole room knows your name. I found one black hair on your pillow, held it like a final thread, a foolish little piece of proof that you once laid in this bed. I should have seen you getting smaller in the corners of your eyes, but I was sleeping next to sorrow, calling it a tired night. You were folding shirts by the hallway light, white towels stacked in a careful line. I was talking bills and traffic outside. You were losing heart, one sleeve at a time. I remember your hand smoothing my collar, like touching cloth was safer than me. You smiled so small I called it tired. Now I know tired was trying to leave. You stopped asking where I had been, stopped saving stories till I came home. I thought we were growing into easy silence, but you were learning how to be alone. There was soap in the air, lemon and cotton, a sock on the floor I never picked up. Funny what memory chooses to punish, not the big fight, just the little stuff. You were leaving in the laundry, slow. I was standing there and I didn't know. I said love was calm, it was fading. I said we were grown, I was cold. Now every clean shirt feels like blame, every folded towel whispers your name. You were leaving in the laundry, and I kept looking away. Wrapped around the dryer door, held it like a ring from some quiet wedding we don't belong to anymore. I almost threw it in the trash can, but my fingers closed like prayer. Some part of me still keeps your leaving in every ordinary chair. Maybe heartbreak ain't one bad evening, maybe it's laundry after love. Clean things stacked in a quiet house when nobody feels clean enough. You were asking softly, I answered late. You were leaving in the laundry, slow. I was standing there and I didn't know. I said love was calm, forgive me. I said we were grown, I was gone. Now every clean shirt feels like blood, call it home. There's a blue plate in the cabinet, cracked along the side. You bought it for $1, said broken things got pride. I never used to notice how you set it down with care. Now I hear it in the quiet, like your hands are still there. You served my toast on that plate when I came home mean late. You didn't ask where I had been, just moved the coffee straight. I thought that was weakness, now I know it was grace. Some love don't raise its voice, it just makes a tired place. That blue plate remembers what I forgot, how you kept giving when I did not. I say I was young, I was careless, I say I tried, not enough. Now every crack looks like love. I see your hands in the kitchen light, see my pride in every fight. That blue plate remembers, and it keeps me up tonight. Washed it slowly, though it wasn't even used. Held it like a witness to the kind of man you knew. I set it on the table where you once sat across. Some objects don't mean nothing till they show you what you lost. Maybe memory ain't mercy, maybe mercy has a scar. Maybe it keeps the little things, so truth don't travel far. You love me in details, I failed you out loud. That blue plate remembers what I forgot, how you kept giving when I did not. I say I was young, forgive me, I say I tried, I lied. Now every crack cuts inside. I see your hands in the kitchen light, see my pride in every fight. That blue plate remembers, and it keeps me up tonight. I put it back gently, same old shelf. Broken things got pride. said that yourself. I left the light on, like you might come back. Didn't make sense, but I did it anyway. The room felt bigger than it used to. Or maybe it's just you gone away. Ashtray full, though I don't even smoke. Just something to feel where your hands used to be. I keep hearing sounds that ain't really there, like the nights playing tricks on me. I walked past the mirror, didn't look too long, didn't recognize who's standing there. Same face, but something missing, like I left part of me somewhere in your care. Phone on the table, face turned down. I don't wanna see what ain't your name. Funny how silence can get this loud and still don't say a damn thing. I left the light on for nobody, still hoping someone might walk through. I say I'm alright, I say I moved on, still don't. But every night leads me back to you. This room don't feel like home no more, just walls holding things I can't undo. I left the light on for nobody, but it still feels like it's for you. Turned it off just a minute ago. Stood by the switch, hand halfway there. Something stopped me, I don't know what. Maybe I ain't ready for that kind of empty air. So I sat back down, same old corner. Let the quiet settle in my bones. It ain't just missing you that's killing me, it's learning how to be alone. Maybe I kept that light on for me, like I needed proof I still believe. Maybe letting go ain't flipping a switch. Maybe it's something you don't see. I've been holding on to shadows just so I don't fade away. I left the light on for nobody, yeah, still waiting like you might come through. I say I'm alright, help me now. I say I'm done, another day. Maybe tomorrow I'll turn it off, or maybe I won't. I left the light on, just in case. You left in small weather, not a storm. No thunder came to warm the room, just less perfume on your pillow, less singing in the afternoon. The kettle still knew your timing, the window still knew your face, but you were moving out of loving, one quiet inch a day. You stopped correcting my stories, stopped laughing when I lied, stopped asking me to hold you, and sleep stood on your side. I thought peace meant we were steady, thought quiet meant we were grown. Didn't know a house could be full and still leave somebody alone. You left in small weather, slow and gray. I didn't see the sky change. I said love was calm, it was tired. I said we were safe, we were strange. No suitcase crying by the door, no broken glass on the floor. You left in small weather, till you weren't here anymore. Last night I found your hairbrush still tucked beside the sink. A few dark strands wrapped around it, like proof I had to think. I held it like an answer, but answers don't come clean. Some leaving is so quiet, you don't hear what it means. Baby, love don't beg for saving when it's back too many times. Baby, it just folds its coat and steps across the line. I was waiting for a warning, you were already gone. You left in small weather, slow and gray. I didn't see the sky change. I said love was calm, forgive me. I said we were safe, I was late. No suitcase crying by the door, no broken glass on the floor. You left in small weather, till you weren't here anymore. Clouds kept moving, room stayed still. You left in small weather, and I feel it still. door closed quiet, that's what hurts me. No broken glass, no final fight. Just your keys on the counter and me saying, get home safe tonight. You smiled like you were tired, not angry, not cold. I thought love was just resting, didn't know it was getting old. I kept talking about next summer, you kept looking past my face. I was building plans on paper, you were packing empty space. We still shared the same table, still slept under the same roof, but your heart had moved out early, and I never asked for proof. The door closed quiet, but it shook my bones. You left so soft, I didn't know I was alone. I said, she'll be back, she won't be back. I said, give it time, time don't know. You didn't leave in lightning, you left in candle smoke. The door closed quiet, and that's the sound that broke me most. Oh no. Oh no. I found your scarf behind the sofa, still smelled like rain and mint. I held it like a witness to all the signs I missed. I almost called your sister just to ask where you had gone, but what's the use of asking when I was gone all alone? Maybe love don't die at midnight, maybe it dies in little rooms, and not right now and later, baby, and coming home too soon. Maybe I lost you slowly, 'cause I thought you'd always stay. A heart can leave the house before the body walks away. The door closed quiet, but it shook my bones. You left so soft, I didn't know I was alone. I said, she'll be back, forgive me now. I said, give it time, time said no. You didn't leave in lightning, you left in candle smoke. The door closed quiet, and that's the sound that broke me most. Keys still on the counter, lights still on outside. Ain't every goodbye loud, some just step aside. The door closed quiet, but it echoes loud. Your sigh got cold first before you left. I I used to roll over and feel you there. Then one night the sheets felt different, like your body had become thin air. You still said good morning, still touched my sleeve, but something in your fingers had already learned to leave. I blamed it on the long hours, the bills stacked by the door, the way the city keeps shouting till nobody talks no more. But you stopped singing in the shower, stopped dancing while you cooked, and I kept reading the headlines, never reading how you looked. Your side got cold first, and I didn't feel the change. I was lying right beside you while your heart walked out in pain. I said we were tired, we were dying. I said we'd be fine, I was lying. Your side got cold first. Now the whole bed feels the same. Since you've been gone, found one strand of your black hair, holding on like it belonged. I sat down on the mattress, couldn't finish what I'd begun. Some things don't look like losing till losing's all they've done. Baby, I thought love was staying in the room we used to share. Maybe I forgot love needs asking, are you still in there? I was waiting for a warning, some fire, some flood, some sign, but you were leaving quietly, one breath at a time. Your side got cold first, and I didn't feel the change. I was lying right beside you while your heart walked out in pain. I said we were tired, forgive me. I said we'd be fine, I was blind. Your side got cold first, yeah. Now the whole bed feels the same. One blanket folded, one lamp left low. Your side got cold first. I was the last to know. I was last to know. I was last to know. I kept the last goodbye folded in my pocket, like a note I never learned to read. Woke up with it heavy on my chest, right where your hand used to be. sink full of dishes, one cracked blue plate, your favorite mug turned upside down. I tell myself it's just a kitchen, but every room here wears your sound. I remember the night you stopped explaining. Your voice went soft like tired rain. I was standing there pretending not to notice how love can leave before the train. You packed one bag, not even full, left your key by the hallway light. I said, take care, like some kind of coward, when please don't go was burning inside. I kept the last goodbye. Couldn't let it leave with you. I say I'm better, not better. I say I forgot, not true. But my heart keeps doing what old hearts do. It holds the door, though nobody's there, keeps your name in the evening air. I kept the last goodbye, yeah, like it might bring back you. This morning I opened the hallway drawer, found the key you didn't take. I held it tight till my palm turned red, like pain was proof I could still break. I almost placed it out on the porch, let the world have what I kept inside. But I brought it back and shut the drawer. Some men don't heal, they organize. Maybe I ain't waiting for you, maybe I'm waiting for me to confess. I had love standing right in front of me, and I answered it with emptiness. I kept saying time would make it light, but time just learned to sleep beside me. I kept the last goodbye, couldn't let it leave with you. I say I'm better, forgive me. I say I forgot, I never did. But my heart keeps bleeding, old and true. It holds the door, though nobody's there. Still here's your suitcase on the stair. I kept the last goodbye, like it might bring back you. I put the key back in the drawer, closed it slow like prayer. Maybe tomorrow I'll leave it open, or maybe I'm not there yet. I kept the last goodbye, but it never kept me. rests beside the kettle. Handle turned left like you always did. I washed every cup, but I kept that little medal, like hiding the proof of the life we lived. The tea went bitter, waiting on nobody. Steam gave up before I could drink. I stood there staring at your old blue mug, like porcelain knows more than I think. You didn't leave loud, that's what haunts me. No suitcase slam, no midnight fight, just fewer words at the kitchen table and your eyes looking past the light. I kept telling myself love gets quiet, kept calling your distance peace. But every quiet morning took a little more, till there was nothing left to we. I lost you slow, and I called it living. Watched your heart walk out piece by piece. I said we were fine, we were fine. I said give it time, time took you from me. Now the spoon still knows your tea, still turns left where your hand used to be. I lost you slow, yeah, I lost you slow, and didn't know losing could breathe so quietly. Tonight I tried to put it in the drawer, just one small spoon shouldn't feel like war. But my hand froze halfway over the wood, like letting go might mean I never understood. I sat on the floor back against the cabinet, laughing once, then losing breath. Ain't no grand goodbye when truth comes walking, just a kitchen light and nothing left. Baby, love don't always leave in anger. Maybe it leaves when nobody asks. Maybe you were begging in small changes, and I kept sweeping up the past. I keep blaming silence, but I was quiet too. I lost you slow, and I called it living. Watched your heart walk out piece by piece. I said we were fine, forgive me. I said give it time, I was asleep. Now the spoon still knows your tea, yeah, still turns left where your hand used to be. I lost you slow, I lost you slow, and didn't know losing could breathe so quietly. I put the spoon back, same place as before. Didn't fix nothing, didn't close the door. Maybe tomorrow I'll let it be just a spoon, or maybe not yet. The tea went cold,